Hello and welcome. In this unit, we'll discuss recent changes to the law with regards to dyslexia. First, we'll discuss Assembly Bill number 1369, and then we'll discuss House of Representative Bill 3033, the Research, Excellence, and Advancement for Dyslexia Act. Our goal in this unit is to discuss how changes proposed in these two laws might affect students with dyslexia. But let's begin with a simple question. What is dyslexia? Dyslexia is a general term for learning disabilities that involve difficulty in learning to read or interpret words, letters, and other symbols. Dyslexia does not affect general intelligence, but it does affect how students learn. In special education contexts, dyslexia is not an official eligibility for special education. If you remember our discussion from an earlier unit, there are only a limited number of eligibilities recognized by state and federal law. Students who are dyslexic generally receive special education services under the specific learning disability eligibility category. Now, let's take a look at some of the changes that Assembly Bill number 1369 has added. Let's begin with a little bit of background. As you can guess from the title, this bill was introduced into the California Assembly. It was approved by Governor Jerry Brown on October 8, 2015. Let's discuss the changes that the law made. 1. First, the bill expands the definition of learning disability. The bill actually adds phonological processing to the description of basic psychological processes, which are covered under the current learning disabilities definition. Why is this important, and what does this actually mean? Well, phonological processing is defined as the ability to see or hear a word, break it down to discrete sounds, and then associate each sound with the letters that make up the word. The addition of psychological processing to the existing definition is a good change in the law, because those who have dyslexia may have difficulties with words and letters. This new, broader definition of dyslexia is important because it recognizes that dyslexia may affect more than just reading and writing difficulties. Second, the law now requires the Superintendent of Instruction in California, who is basically the head of the California Department of Education, to develop program guidelines for dyslexia. These guidelines are meant to add to the body of knowledge that exists for a disability that is oftentimes misunderstood. These guidelines will assist regular education teachers, special education teachers, and parents to do some of the following things: better identify and assess students with dyslexia, and plan, provide, evaluate, and improve educational services to students with dyslexia. Educational services under the bill mean an evidence-based, multisensory, direct, explicit, structured, and sequential approach to instructing pupils who have dyslexia. This is a vital part of the bill as it defines educational services and gives us what services should be encompassed. Number 3, in addition to laying out the need for guidelines, the law provides a framework of what should be included. Among the information that should be included are the characteristics typical of students with dyslexia and strategies or plans to help reverse or correct the learning disability, and information to assist educators in distinguishing between characteristics of dyslexia and characteristics of normal growth development. Number 4. Finally, in addition to laying the framework of what should be included in the new guidelines, the law also states that these guidelines should be developed with community input. The law encourages the state to consult with teachers, school administrators, educational professionals, medical professionals, parents, and others involved in the identification and education of students with dyslexia. These guidelines should be completed in time for use no later than the beginning of the 2017-2018 academic year. Now, let's take a look at the H.R. 3033, Research Excellence and Advancements for Dyslexia Act. The Act became law on February 18, 2016. Building up to the passage of this law, Congress found that as many as 1 out of 6 American school children may have dyslexia. Because of this, Congress decided to find ways to fund research related to dyslexia. This act makes 2 important changes. First, the National Science Foundation, or NSF, must include in its annual congressional budget money for a Research in Disabilities Education program, which is a program that helps strengthen the participation and achievement of students with disabilities in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Second, the Act requires the NSF to devote specified funding to support research on learning disabilities, including dyslexia. In short, this means that this Act will free up money for researchers to learn about dyslexia and help those who actually have dyslexia. You might be asking yourself, what is the NSF, and why is this agency important to the study of dyslexia? Well, the NSF is an independent federal agency created by Congress to promote the progress of science, to advance the national health and welfare, and to secure the national defense. As you can imagine, it funds many works of research throughout the country, and having some money specifically allotted for dyslexia is an important step in better understanding this disability. With that, we'll end this unit that focuses on recent changes in the law regarding dyslexia. For more general information about other eligibilities, please watch the other units we have on this website. You can also access our toolkit online and read Chapter 6 on eligibilities for more information. If you're in the Los Angeles area and are having trouble accessing special education services, please call us at the number you see on your screen. Well, thanks for joining us, and goodbye for now.